Hi, Janet. How are you?
I'm doing well, Claudia. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So, could you tell the people who are listening to the interview a little bit about your story? How do you get to this holistic, healthy life?
Sure. Actually, it was quite a journey, which started 25 years ago. So, in my early 20s, I smoked a pack of cigarettes a day. I worked in IT or information technology about 40 hours a week. I was a workaholic, 60 hours sometimes. Very much overweight, didn't move. As it started with me getting very sick. I quit smoking. I got moving thanks to a colleague who drug me to the gym. I said I'd go for a month, and I never stopped. It changed my life. And eventually I saw a naturopathic doctor, and I learned a lot about nutrition, and then I started wanting to help other people. And I left my job in IT about 6 years ago, and now I train people and talk to them about nutrition and change their lives.
What kind of people look for you? What kind of people do you help?
Mostly women, varying from about 16 years old to 65.
Okay.
And most of them come for fat loss,
Mm-hmm.
although strength and vitality is right up there too. So I just got off the phone with a lady, morbidly obese, and she's coming for strength and vitality because she's got a trip in Italy and she wants to keep up with everybody else. So
So, do you think they look for you for weight loss, but the vitality comes uh, by itself, but that's not what exactly they're looking for?
that's it. So they come, typically, I think people seek you out or seek me out because they're looking to lose fat. But in the end, they get hooked on strength and feeling youthful. The Australians have done a lot of good work, and they've found that they've got seniors lifting weight, and those seniors are not falling as often, and when they do fall, they recover. And so people come and they start feeling more confident, and they carry themselves different, and they learn about how to eat healthy. And the weight loss, fitting in your skinny jeans is second to getting off meds, feeling stronger, feeling more vibrant, being able to sleep. So, and people just get hooked on that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird. What do you think it's more common to women to look for this kind of help than men?
Why? Do you know what? I think women come because they want someone to care for them. Often they've had their babies and now they want someone to care about them and take care of them. Where men tend to seek us out after they've been injured, I think. Did I answer the question? I'm not sure.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
They don't prevent. They do it after something tells them
That's
to be.
very true. There's normally a change, a life change. The kids have all moved out and now it's time to focus on them. Some people come once they found they're very sick. I had one lady, she felt she may have cancer. She
Hmm.
came, started training. When she found out it wasn't cancer, she left.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. Now she wasn't here long, maybe a month,
Hmm.
but people come when they found out they've been sick or have recovered from sickness. There's been some change in their life that's forced them to come or that's opened up their eyes.
So besides the nutrition, what are the other techniques that you help people with to gain this vitality?
I'm very pro strength training. So when
Hmm.
people come to my private studio, they do start lifting weight. And some of them often they come and they'll say, especially the older ladies, because, and I say older, like over 45, which I am, but when we were young, it wasn't cool for girls to go in the gym and pick up iron. We didn't know how to do it. We didn't do it.
Hmm.
We start lifting weight, and that's what gets them stronger. And that's what builds. You can pick up a bar
Hmm.
and it's heavy. It looks heavy, and you can pick it up. There's something empowering about that. And it makes their density stronger. So I have a scale in the gym that people can step on, and it measures bone density and muscle mass. People are taking those reports to the physicians so that they qualify for insurance for their training. So we're getting rid of osteoporosis, and again, they carry themselves different, and they just feel so good. So in short, it would be strength training.
Okay. What is your mission with your
My mission? Really to help people live a healthier life. Okay. As a society, obesity is on the rise, diabetes is on the rise, heart disease, and I feel a lot of the spot where we are is because of the choices we make. And I feel that once people become educated, we can change that. So one person at a time, I want them to feel healthier and feel better. I would like to get more involved in educating the society as a whole, right? Let's get this epidemic in control. There's no reason for us to be so sick. And I think that's a big task. I think it goes right up to, changing legislation and changing the big companies that produce the foods that we're putting on the shelves. Like, it's not a small order. And I keep getting this calling that I have to get more involved, like at a political level. I'm not an activist per se, but I need to open up that venue and have that take me somewhere, I think.
Yeah, it's a big step is to try to change the world, and I think helping one person by person, it's a good first step.
That's right, but you know what? I predict it. The same thing that happened to the smoking industry will happen to the food industry. So if we went back to 1960s, the tobacco companies were saying, "Oh no, smoking's not going to hurt you," and the general consensus was smoking won't hurt you. But as we got more educated and did more tests, people became smarter and there was more pushback, and then they had to answer to it. And I bet the same thing will happen with food. And we might even see warnings on those cookie packages, not to ingest so much of it. All the artificial sweeteners we put in our bodies, making us sick.
I was the other day in the market with my father, and he loves Jello. So I picked one up, and I started reading, because I start reading now all the ingredients, and it has artificial sweetener, even though it wasn't a light Jello. And I say, "Oh, look at this! It's
not good for you."
Yeah, and I told him, "No, you should try this one that it's made with stevia." He said, "But I don't like it." You don't know. You haven't tried it. You should at least try it.
That's right.
Try it, taste it. If you like it, you don't know.
That's right. So did you convince him he had to get the Jello with the stevia?
Well, yeah, just at least for him to try it.
Exactly. And
that's the first.
That's right. And little steps, right? You don't have to change your life overnight, but slowly and surely you can get to a point that feels better.
Like you say, formation.
Yeah.
How long does it take for your clients to start actually changing their mindset? Not only having like the goal of losing fat, but actually when you see the change in their mind that say, okay, this is my lifestyle now.
That is a good question. I think it takes at least 3 months, probably closer to 6. And what happens is, over time, the things they love doesn't agree with them anymore. And they don't even like it. And they'll come in and go, "I was out," usually they're traveling, "I was out in Toronto and we went to such and such a place, and I felt awful afterward. And I don't even like that anymore." Right? But it's different for everybody. But I would say on average, it probably takes about 6 months.
Okay. It's not that long.
No. It's not, because the body adapts very quickly to the healthier lifestyle. And then as they notice, it doesn't so much like when they get garbage back in their body. Their digestive system's messed up. Sometimes they don't sleep. They just don't feel well. They feel foggy and run down. And so then they associate that yucky feeling with the not so healthy foods, and it just reinforces how much better they feel when they take care of themselves.
Have you taken people with allergies, like allergic to everything?
Yes. I've had a couple people like that. Sometimes when I can't help them enough. I have a naturopathic doctor that I work with. And so often I refer those people out. Because typically they're on a lot of meds. I don't want to suggest things to them that will make it worse. Often it's so bad. There's eczema all over the body. The body's just, if I feel they're an autoimmune disorder, then I'll send them to the naturopath.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite food? What is something that's never missing from your kitchen?
I always have protein, and that's usually in the form of chicken, but it can be beef or fish. But I always have vegetables and protein in the fridge. Yeah. And I also use a protein powder. And so when I start running low, I get the backup jug ready because I feel that most of us are protein deficient, particularly women. And so I can't stress enough having protein at every meal. So I start my meal with my protein source and then I build around it.
Okay. And what's your favorite meal?
My favorite meal? Oh, breakfast. Okay. So I have eggs. I saute my veggies, and then I have my egg white, add my whole egg to it. Yeah, the bomb. And then on weekends, then I'll squeeze some grapefruit juice to go with that, and I'll have a slice of Ezekiel bread, and I put the natural peanut butter all over it. And yeah, that's my favorite meal.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, breakfast is something that's too. Okay, fast and let's go.
So you'd like a shake maybe or something like that.
Yeah, it's, faster
That's
for the mornings.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so if you're busy, you got to get to work, it's perfect, right? You make that in a blender, you can take it, finish it on your way in.
Yeah, I usually just rather sit down for lunch. It's just my downtime too.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so what would you say to people looking for this in this book, looking for this type of meals, of recipes?
What would I say to them in terms of trying the recipes?
Yes.
I would say that I hope the book inspires you to cook again and that you can enjoy your life again. I had a client who could only eat chicken, a few vegetables, and I'm going to reach out to her and recommend that she take this book. And I hope it brings excitement back to their food, because we need to enjoy our meals, right? Yeah.
It's just when you start you start telling people to cut off junk food, they start getting depressed and saying, oh no, but that's my favorite. They don't realize how good the food is.
Oh yeah,
the natural one.
That's right. And there's a lot of variety. There's a lot of options out there, right? The shakes that you mentioned, you throw in some spinach, a fruit, protein, and I remember giving a workshop to about 25 ladies, and I made them this shake, and it was green because of the spinach, but it had spinach, a banana, a scoop of peanut butter, and the protein. Oh, you're not going to make us drink that, are you? I'm like, no. But a few brave souls, oh my God, this is so good. So then, of course, everyone wanted to try it. The next evening, I have people at the door, no kidding, to buy the protein powder. So, your initial reaction might be, that's not for me. It looks too different. It's kind of scary. But if you try it, it's yummy. Your body will thank you for it, and it'll be fun again. It'll be fun to eat.
Yeah, that's what we want from for the book, because it's sad when they start telling you not to eat this, even if it's junk food. But when it's not even junk food, it's the good things that some people eat. Don't eat dairy. Don't eat some vegetables.
That's right.
Or nuts, even that they're healthy, but some people are allergic. It's sad.
That's right.
Just kidding.
And they don't know and they get bored, and then if they have a special occasion, they don't know what to make. So hopefully this book is going to give them options, and they feel alive again, and they can make a dish and take it with them to the social event, and there's at least one dish that they know that they can have and enjoy.
Exactly. It's normal now for some people to just get with their foods, even if it's a social event.
Oh, absolutely. If you go to a restaurant, usually they are really nice. If you need to ask a lot of questions or make substitutions or call ahead and talk to them, they're very accommodating to the public, because I think we're going to see a lot more of allergies and reactions to the
Mm-hmm.
food, because I think we've polluted the food chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there something that you want to say to the people? Where can they reach you?
Oh, sure. Okay, so I'll give my website,
Mm-hmm.
www.janetsalazar, Janet, SALAZAR.com. That's the
Okay.
easiest way.